Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Distant Worlds Honorverse. Now on to episode 27, I think. I've never, when we get this high, I always lose track, but nonetheless, way up there. And, quite a few things I did off camera. As promised, I looked into our fleets. I've now rearranged them. So now I'm only keeping the pickets at Nintan because this is a nice refueling station. Probably I should also have one at Bilgaruth, which is also a main refueling station. Actually, is the one at Nintan the refueling station? Yes, it is. So I want both of those picketed. But I'll just leave the picket off of Bilgaruth for now because everyone else has already been given a wonderful task. So we have Pirate Hunters 0, 1, and 2. These are not the same three. So yeah, 0, 1, and 2. That does make sense. That's how you count in computer language, but not in this game. We have 1, 2, and 3, and 2 you can see is way over here. In fact, Fleet 1, First Fleet. This is my original First Fleet. I decided for nostalgia reasons to rename them First Fleet. And they still have not been sent to their death, but let's go ahead and at least get them to all refuel, and let's get Pirate Hunters 02 to move on out, I guess, to nothing. Ha! That's a pretty cute name. Oh, it's Nothaween. It'd be cool if it was no you there, nothing. Anyway, we probably are going to need a little bit of help with the pirates here, so let's actually move to Gradasha 3. See what happens there. We might even aggressively engage the pirates here, who are Sinister Gangster. Now, as I remember the Sinister Gangsters there, yes, we are completely at enemies with them, so that's going to be a good thing for us to take out. It should slightly increase our reputation. So, Pirate Hunters 2 will be busy, which is good. They're all prepared. They're all completely refueled, ready to go. I have a few different ships. I don't remember. I just did a lot of it off camera. A few different ships, like we see the Defense. This one is now called Defensive Halmot, even though they're going to go refuel first because they're a little bit low. I guess we might as well just pull up the fleet menu. So here we go. We have... Oh yes, Defensive Griffin currently has Hugo Martiri, but he is right now going to be transferred over to our Strike Alpha. Strike Alpha is our light cruiser fleet, and it's the only one, well, that has the strike. I renamed all the strikes. Standby A, B, C, and D, so I will probably still be calling them Standby Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, but the standby guys are exactly what they sound like. They're free to be tasked with whatever we need tasking, whatever needs help. So maybe I could, for example, take off Standby D and put them into picket Bilgaruth, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, you know what? We'll start off this episode by doing that, because that's exactly what these standby fleets are for. So picket Bilgaruth. Very good. And once they're done refueling, I will be like, okay, well, I don't know. Actually, they're refueling at the Bilgaruth station, so this is this is ideal. They're going to be refueling right where they're going to picket. So now picket at Nantan is already there. Pirate Hunter 01, you look like you've finished your mission. I mean, this is a lot of ships, but if they aren't moving anywhere and their speed is 0, that probably means they were part of the Handuinis, and we've already eliminated any Handuini presence here. So that means Pirate Hunter 01 can also move on. Should we double task over to here? I don't know. That's 17 ships in the 13th fleet. Cruisers, troop transports. They might be going over to take over the station here, in which case it'd be a waste for us to send forces that way. Nonetheless, where else should we be looking for pirates? We already have... It's a little quite bizarre, actually, the way the Solarians, and here we have the Grey Suns. Of course, I don't mind the Grey Suns doing whatever, but... oh, Silicon. Always a good planet for taking Silicon. So they're way over here, and they're taking Otanium Opal. Yeah, so I guess I should also update myself even, on the construction ships. I now have one ship is going to build at Planet Credit. No, that one's already done. I think it was this one. Refuel at Manticore, which means, here, this one, Dagalon 5. So Dagalon 5, since it's already in a system we possess, I feel like it's good to get... it's another source of Caslon, basically. So it's good for our ships to refuel. And that's the reason why I chose it. Okay. Let's see, what else do we need done? I guess we should do our usual appearance on the technology screen. Nothing I really want to talk about in weapons. We're still advancing towards the Titan beam. Nothing, we could accelerate the advanced fusion physics, but I don't think it's as big of a priority as we finally have enough money to crash our advanced research program. So this is eventually going to lead towards the Dinuta Engineering Center Wonder, which will give us that plus 50% energy. I absolutely want this. So we will, yes, crash research that. Now, there's a lot of places we could build this at. Sometimes, just to be safe, I build every single one of these wonders on my home planet, even though that does mean you're not spreading about the 40% development bonus. Sometimes for me, it's just better to be safe than to get the extra development. However, since we have 3 great planets in one system, it seems a lot easier just to focus all of our things in this first initial system. So we already have 700 million at Griffin, and slightly less than that, 200 million at Sphinx. So Griffin right now, let's look at Griffin. Did we already get a facility here? We got the Bacchurus high speed. So this is a plus 20% development, which means it's not... Oh, we already have the Russin technology one here. No, this is Manticore. Let's go to Griffin. Okay, so the only things on Griffin, this is what I expected, are the hidden pirate bases. And these are owned by the Handweenie. So we have the doubling up. We have the 40% development bonus for the Russin technology. Bacchurus has the 20%. And this is where we're being redundant. We have 2 facilities giving us that 40% bonus. So we'll want to spread the last one out, probably to Griffin. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be a Griffin, because the Griffin has... It's not even the most populous colony we have right now. You can see that Dionysus 3 is actually the most populous colony, aside from Manticore. But that's because this starts with a huge population of humans, and the larger the population, the faster that population grows. Just exponential growth in a nutshell. Or as Albert Einstein said, compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe. So let's see, what else? That's probably all we need to talk about. So we did that boost. Did I do it? Did I do it? Yes, I did. So our money hasn't updated, but there, a pause and unpause gets us down to 18,000 as I expected. Very low funds. And we'll still try to accelerate the energy research whenever we can. But obviously, it's like a free... It's like getting a free crash research if we get plus 50% bonus to research by getting that facility. Not to mention, to me, honestly, just getting the 40% development bonus is worth something. So it's worth it even if you have finished doing all the research. Okay, so that is about what I wanted to do. We're probably going to be attacking the pirates here. We have some standby ships. Well, I just want to make sure they're all fueled. So we have one guy here who's not fueled, so let's get these guys to refuel at some port. Lahan, that's fine with me. Just want everyone to be fueled, and he is not fueled at all. Where is he, by the way? Let's go home. He is in the middle of moving to Lahan anyways. Okay, good. So that's good to see. We'll speed up to 1x, and that will be hopefully the speed we can keep, if not higher, for the rest of this episode. So somebody's completed their mission. You're not part of a fleet. Why don't you just go refuel at the nearest point then? One thing we want to do in the future is definitely make sure we have more fuel per ship. How many was this? Because I feel like this was a little bit low. This was 6, and I think our light cruisers, sadly, have even less. We can find out. Yeah, these also have 6. Okay. Yeah, it probably would have been better to get one slightly... Just 7 even probably makes a big difference. 6, I mean, well, it makes a 7 divided by 6 difference. Okay. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. In our character group, I noticed, by the way, on Manticore, that a new character has joined. The ambassador from the Havenite Republic. Now, he's on our home planet, and look what he does. Tourism income plus 20%, counter-espionage plus 18%, and diplomacy plus 10%. Well, that counter-espionage I'm a little bit worried about, because I'm not sure if that means it's against us. So what I'm going to do is target him, and we have an intelligence agent who is not very good at counter-espionage, but is actually quite good at assassination. So we're going to go over to the Havenites. We're going to choose assassinate character. Our target is going to be the ambassador, and we'll let a whole year take place. So it's a 3/4 chance we succeed. I don't think, by the way, that we should be killed even if we fail just because it's happening on our home planet. We just give him diplomatic immunity, or, I don't know what happens. Honestly, he should be prosecuted still if there was like a global court, but so maybe that doesn't make sense. But he should be able to, it would be much easier for him to escape if it's all happening on his home planet. So we'll give him that order to try to assassinate him. Is there anything else we need to get done? Oh, yes, there are. The Silesians have somehow come into a great deal of money. With this amount of money, I can start trying to ask for, I can try to sell, I should say, some of my technology. So let's see if they're willing to do this kind of proposal. That's a 600,000, that's a 60,000 credit discount. They accepted. Wow, fantastic. So now we're back up to 260,000. Very good. And that's a good deal with them too, so I wonder if that actually helps. Yeah, I think that it just, our past dealings with you have been good. I don't know, that probably means that we gave them a slight we didn't charge them the full price. Solarians aren't quite as rich right now, and I think that they, oh no, they are rich, but the only technologies they can buy are extremely expensive. Now what we could do is actually, this is a little bit strange, we could say we're willing to blockade the Massadan theocracy if you are willing to pay us for it. And I don't know what the Massadan theocracy is offering us, so let's try to ask for 260,000, and I will blockade the Massadan theocracy. Would you accept this? Wow, they do. Huzzah, that's like a win-win situation. We don't really care about the Massadans anyways. We want them to declare war on us so that we aren't the instigators. And then we can finally wipe them out. Once we take their final home colony, that's it. We don't have to worry about these rebellions anymore. Plus, we're actually in pretty good shape at Nantaray. It looks like we're surprisingly going to be able to hold this. So this is Strike Alpha, who we don't actually want here. So that means we need Nantaray to get... So let's pull up Standby C. Let's call you guys Defense of Nantaray. You are already refueling, so once you're done with that, we'll send you over, and then Strike Alpha can move somewhere else. Very good. I feel like this has been a really productive episode already, and nothing has actually been done. Oh, the Endermanis have given us 5,000. So, my goodness. Well, do they have any money? They've made 93,000. It's a little bit too cheap to give away medical systems for. We'll wait for them to hopefully accrue a little bit more. Yeah. No reason to upset anybody by threatening anything. I think we're doing quite good, so goodbye. Yeah, so our relations with all these people is quite good. Which is good because we're now at war with all these pirates. An interesting thing, the Silesians and Solarians are trading an immense amount. Actually, the Solarians and the Endermani are trading 183. Damn it. Why is that? They only have one colony, too. Huh. They like them better because they're humans, and we are the Kiadians. So we're slightly friendly towards each other because we're in the same type of person. So we're mammals. They are also humanoids, I guess. We're humanoids. They are humanoids. We're not insectoids like the Slukans and the Bascarans, but we're not exactly the same race, so that does have it's not as big of a bonus as it could be. So maybe that's why they're still trading more. Maybe it's because they have the soul system. All right, we have some things going on here. You've completed your mission, which was to get a mining station here. Very good. That was in Halmat. We probably don't need to keep sending them back to Manticore now. A lot of our other planets probably are starting to get the required components. Well, I should say the required resources necessary to build well, any other new station. But it's just a force of habit, really. Next, we have somebody here completing their mission. He's not in a fleet. Yeah, so I went through all the military ships, but I noticed, by the way, that every time you open up this screen, it resizes everything. So if I do this, I close it, I reopen, well, it's back to where it was. So it's not extremely useful to resize this. You might as well just do it once. Anyway, I just want to sort by fleet. We can see that there's only 2 destroyers without a fleet right now. Is it worth it for me to build a new fleet just with 5 more ships? I mean, build 5 more ships to get a new fleet? No, I'm going to leave these guys actually to reinforce other fleets which start losing destroyers. We're probably done with all of our tribal class destroyers for, I mean, indefinitely. I don't plan on building any more of those. Oh, and then Kiari Prophet is finished. Ah, this is the one at Cardassia. And that was a great steal, by the way. Waconium, Dantha Fur, and Silicon. Just a fantastic little mining station here. We definitely want it... I wonder why it's slowed. We definitely want this one protected. Now, we obviously are up against a sizable opposition here. This is 2 small spaceports. My God. So this is definitely where Strike Alpha is going to go. Let's just get Strike Alpha to refuel. We're going to want them to refuel. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It looks like... well, it looks like the Silesians have decided to jump on it for us. Let's see how this goes. This is their supply ship? Yeah, supply ship. Oh, they have tractor fields. Yeah, tractor beams, I should say. I think things are going to go well for the Silesians. But they lost 1 ship. I mean, this was the same as my idea. The best case scenario here would be for them to lower the shields. Our fleet comes in. It's coming in now already. In fact, we might need reinforcements. Let's get everyone to converge. Just in case. Just in case we need them. And there was nothing here of interest anyway, so Pyro Hunters 3, I know you guys are extremely low on fuel, but just go ahead and make the trip anyways. Okay, good. So that means they're all headed there. Pirate Hunters 01, what's your task? You got the order or no? You have no mission. Why is that? You claim to have the mission. It looks like you have the mission, but there. Okay, now it's set. Oh, let's keep watching this. Stout Illusion? Ah, this is a different one. Goodness, they're all finishing up here. Another one in Halmat. Okay. Again, we probably don't need to do this, but I will. Keep moving. Stout Illusion. Back to refuel. Okay, and now back to... there it is. So, one of these ships has actually been boarded. Which is interesting. The one that's been boarded is a troop transport. And the other troop transport is being tractored in. They definitely have this one, though. You can see it's the shell is appearing more and more. The more gritty it becomes, there it is. Big explosion. A lot of the ships have jumped out, though, so they might not be able to take out the other one. You know what? What we have to do is we have to get a ship ready to build. Okay, let's pretend that we're going to build here. Build a Gas Mark III. But that's actually just So where are you going back to? You're going back to Lahan. Well, that's too long. We can't wait that long. So we'll get you to go back to Manticore instead. Refuel here, and let's see if we have any other construction ships available. We really don't. You know what? I want to change your mission. No, you already are loading this stuff. Okay, so the closest one for us, it looks like, is this one. We're going to get him, her, I guess, if we're following the convention that ships are female. We're going to get her to move over and build a gas Mark III here, which is actually not what he's going to do. He's just going to build it here, but we can't do that until these stations are destroyed, but I suspect they'll be destroyed very quickly. We want to be ready to move in the moment that happens. I mean, they still have 1,200 shields, and they're at a reduced number. Yeah, this is interesting. So their cruisers have 360 shields, 47 firepower. Well, I think that ours are looking a lot better. We have 840 shields, 88 firepower, and 650 range because we're including those missiles. Oh, we also should be keeping track of our troops on Sphinx. Once these guys are fully healed, and it looks like one... So let's garrison the ones that aren't. Which is all but... I mean, hey, let's just garrison this one as well. No, we can just transfer them directly. Okay, let me just see which ships have which already. Okay, 1 has 1, 2 has none, and 3 has 2. So let's get 1 onto 3 right away. 1, we now need 2 on 1. And the rest are going to be going up on 2. So if I did that correct, we should have 3, 1, 3. Perfect. Just a little bit longer, and then we can begin our invasion of Griffin. In fact, if we wanted, I probably won't do this. I keep thinking that's Manticore. But I'm sure that we've actually acquired more troops in the meantime. Yeah, it looks like we have 3 troops who are ready to go. And interestingly enough, that's exactly how many I prefer to keep in a transport. So maybe I should just build another troop transport. We could have a troop transport fleet. I don't like to do things that way. I like to control things individual for troop transports because I get very nervous about them. But that might be the best way. Anyways, Sphinx will have finished healing those guys up very quickly, so it won't be very long at all. Looks like only 5 remain here. Are they going to get it? Well, it looks like they might actually get it. Okay, so there's a resupply ship, which is still doing... Oh, no. I want to see the resupply ship. They have a frigate here as well, which is a totally goner. They have this... Where's the resupply ship? Is this it exploding? I think that was it exploding. So down to 500. But these guys are warping out, so I think that they managed to hold. I wonder if that supply ship got out. It is interesting, because it's such a big deal. This spaceport is right at the cusp of dying, though. 200, so close. Only has 363. We probably will just send in the first fleet that arrives here. Yeah, it's down to 76. It might not survive, in fact. Although, it might. Because this guy's actually targeting the wrong thing. He's targeting this ship. If he wasn't, oh, wow. Well, that was a nice blast. Ah, yeah, look at this. This cruiser is slightly different. This is a Bayonne 2. Only size 300. But this one has 111 firepower. Goodness. This guy's really means business. So our shields, looks like they're at about half hull integrity. Yeah, they might be able to kill this station before we can get in. It's down to about well, slightly under half. Okay, the construction at this penal colony has been halted due to some shortages. That's fine. We'll let the private economy take care of this. By the way, I didn't start building a station at Antaray, but that might actually be the most prudent thing to do at this point. Can you please refuel? I don't think there's any fuel there, but go ahead and try. And these guys are almost done. There's only 3 ships left. We got to keep an eye on this. It's a real nail biter. Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna destroy this ship pretty easily. It's being tractored in, and pretty soon it'll be destroyed. A little bit surprised that no other defensive ships came up. By the way, just even in this battle, let's see how badly the Sinister Gangsters have been hurt. Huh. Actually, I thought they were at 1,500, and now they're up to 2,300, so... in time, their strength is increasing. Unfortunately, that's the wrong way. I was expecting the derivative to be down, not up. Okay. Okay, they're just about to blow this thing up. There it is, and now they can focus fire here. Good. So I think we are going to... up. And there's another Sinister Gangster ship. Just a scout, though. Nothing that can actually help. Somebody has completed their mission. You're one of the fleets, one of the ships that doesn't have any... Okay, that's fine. So you just got repaired, I guess. I would take it. Okay, again, I'm still more interested in this. Show me the money. Very good. And here comes our fleet. Jumping in. Very good. So we can just jump in and steal the honors of the victory. I hold, like, no doubt that we will be able to take this station. Let's move to this moon first. Recongregate on it. And then we'll move in for the attack. It's still no slouch, this station. Although the more things that they kill, the better for us. In fact, it would be even better if Strike Alpha was here, because they obviously have some fighters. But yeah, there's no time like the present for us to do this attack, since they're only going to... Oh, okay, so they kind of made this decision for us. I may have jumped in like a little bit too soon, so let me get this. Can you guys jump back to here? Oh yeah, we're being pulled in. We might just... I wanted him to focus fire on this guy. You know what? Okay, just go ahead and kill it. Kill the station. It's probably better for us at this point. I just want to be the one who gives the finishing blow. And there's a good chance, because we have a much higher rate of fire. So it's a great chance that we will be the finishing shot. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Yes! I think that was our finishing shot. It's good. So now we will send the entire fleet back to repair. Repair and refuel it near a shipyard. Very good. You guys have done well. You came in and did what you wanted to do. So now we had a construction ship getting ready to do Cardassia 5. Yeah. So now your mission is instead, it's basically the same. You're going to do that not on Cardassia 5, but on this moon instead. Whoops. No. Sorry. Stop. Gas Mark 3. Hopefully we get there in time. Okay, so that was exciting. Back up to speed of 1, maybe even speed of 2. We'll see how things go. Oh yeah, these guys don't need to be moved here anymore. Is there any place else we should check? Any other pirate locations? I'm not really interested in checking these lone stars. It's unlikely anything will be there. So let's get these guys to refuel our ships at the nearest point, because they're very low. Whoops, that's not the best way of doing it. This is how we want to do it. Okay, like so, and... well, we might as well leave Pirate Hunters 3 to go and finish their mission. Oh no, these guys are even lower, so you know what? You will begin the same task. That's fine with me. It'll cost a little money, but that's okay. And with the 550,000, you know, we probably should start crash research in our reactors, because we're almost up to the end game reactors, which is fantastic. Somebody requires refueling. That's right, but you're going to retire anyway, so I'm not going to heed your cries. Good. All in all, good episode so far. And let's complete it with a bit of action. I'm sure that Sphinx has healed the rest of our soldiers. So let's get them. Sphinx, very good. Ungarrison. And we want to send them to 2. Okay. Now our 3 ships will all go dump onto Griffin. And we also want Griffin's defense fleet to be right on top of the planet. Are you friend or foe on what? No, yeah, we have a protection agreement. Yeah, I mean, our cash flow is down, actually. I don't know why. It has decreased. I may have to look into that. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt every now and then to show you guys some of the screens behind the scenes. Probably troop maintenance. We're up to 27k there. It's probably another 7k in the... Yeah, it's only 145 then. And I thought we were at 160. Well, I'm not going to piece it together right now. But something for me to consider. And once Griffin is... There it is. So now we can begin our massive attack. I'm going to get one to go and load troops from Manticore. Because I may need extra troops. But we want these guys to move nice and close to Griffin. Okay, that looks good. Let's begin our attack. So, we will... It doesn't really matter. We'll start with the fortress. And carnage. So, we have a good advantage. Unfortunately, they have a nice defensive bonus due to the hidden base, but this is where we need to get our fleet once again. It's finicky. I wish that it wasn't so finicky. We need to get our fleet so that we have the space superiority. There it is. Okay, that's the one I wanted. So now our 50% bonus here offsets their 50% bonus, and planet type is in our favor. Very good. So this will be... Okay, let's take a look. It's currently at 27% corruption. So it's not that... I mean, honestly, this colony doesn't make that much money. But it's still better to eliminate any source of income for our dire enemies. Okay, construction ship finished its job. I don't know what I want. Oh, I did have Gurki 3 isolated as a target. So, daunting discovery. Just basically refueling stations. You can never have enough. So we'll get another refueling station on Gurki 3. Stout Illusion just arrived as well. I think I had one other. So we're done with this one, so I'm going to get this one to return to Manticore status. Yep, Manticore now. And this is another one. And this, the reason why I like this one is because it's in the system of the Lahayan colony, which always makes things a little bit easier if you're mining resources. This one has like 160% or so. Yeah, it's stuff that we already have. Gold, iridium, lead, but so close to one of our main colonies that we might as well build something here. So we'll get the Stout Illusion, who just finished, to build here a normal ore mining station. And our empire grows, which I'm very happy about. Okay, you've actually taken off more people than I think I should have let you. Are you guys all at full strength? 100, 100, 100... Yeah, my goodness. Okay. Well, that battle's going really well in Griffin, so It's not as necessary, but we'll still unload the troops at Griffin, give these guys a little bit more experience. It's fine. Nobody's gonna... There's no disadvantage in being even more overwhelming. I think it just helps finish the fight up a little bit quicker. We have some people who need What are you guys doing? You are the Lahain defense. Okay, well, take a break momentarily and refuel. I think you can actually refuel at, yeah, the Lahain spaceport, so it won't even be taking a break. You're just going to do your duty. Okay, we have standby B doing nothing. I imagine all the standbys are doing nothing, which is probably my fault. What do we want these guys to do? So Strike Alpha now has Hugo Martyry, and by the way, I think all of these individual ships in Strike Alpha, I put all of our ship captains into the first 5 light cruisers. Except for Honor Harrington, she's obviously special. We'll use her only on the things I exactly want to use her for. Still love that we're able to get these pictures in. It's really nice. Not too difficult to do. That's one of the things I really like about Distant Worlds, is it didn't make itself too obtuse for modding. Okay. And gosh, it's been 35 minutes already. Salesians give us another monetary gift, 514 credits. They probably can't afford very much because they just bought our technology. Which brings me to yet another quick point. What about the Andermani? They've just making a killing with the Solarian League right now. So let's try to speak with them. And how much money do you guys have? Wow, you don't even have 100,000. Well, I have to say that's not going to cut it then. Okay, so we'll just... Goodbye. Grayson, I don't think they have much money because they always send us their money, but we might as well take a look. Yeah, they have like no money. They have no money whatsoever. I haven't really taken a look at the diplomacy screen lately, by the way. We don't know who's at war with who. So the Have Knights are still at war with the Grayson. Masana is just pissing everybody off, but they aren't at war with anybody quite yet. We're in friendly with anybody. In fact, neutral with Have Knights, although they're furious at us, so it is coming. We have a protection agreement with Keratos, Menacing Sun. So yeah, we do have these 3. Their military ship strength has dropped, though, after we took out that small station. The Handuinis are all but done for. They only have 2 controlled colonies now, and I think that those 2 are Lahain and maybe 1 which we don't have control over. And here the Fierce Fang, yeah, we absolutely should not be paying any of these people money. Such low firepower. Even the Sinister Gangsters, we're able to kind of put them under our heel. So the only people that we're paying money to, a reasonable amount of money to, are the 2 with substantial military ship power. Actually, their military ship strength has dropped. I think they were at 6,000, now they're down to 5,000. But still, they're strong enough that I'd rather get rid of some of the other pirates first. Speaking of which, how is the battle on Griffin going? 28. Yeah, still working on him. Oh, we have a colony governor here. Okay, well, he's not actually going to help much. I don't know if he does anything as far as helping with defense at all. Some of them can get traits. Let's see if ours does. Well, this is strange. We have a colony governor of the Boscarans. Okay, and he has population growth as one of his... Well, I mean, I don't think there's any reason not to send him to one of our colonies then. Which one is... the most Boscaran? Nantaray, of course. But also Venari, and I like Venari better. So let's send him over to Venari. Glad I checked the screen. I would not have noticed this. Venari. There it is. So you sent there, you're in Griffin, and you don't have anything, which you have troop recruitment rate, but you don't have anything else which affects combat. Love that 4% population growth, by the way. I probably have already mentioned that a million times, but it's the truth. Okay, so good. He's landed his troops. Excuse me. We might actually have too many troops to actually get involved in the fight. Oh, good. Look at that. It's done. So that only leaves a few colonies left where, let's see, Hallmott has a menacing sun buccaneers. Griffin is now clear. Lahayan has Handuini Company, so that's our next stop. Lahayan has Handuini. Wait, this is the one I just did. Nantaray, Venari are both clean. So good. We've actually eliminated the pirate threat on all but Hallmott and Lahayan. I mean, it's obviously a lot easier to see from this screen. Hallmott, Lahayan, obviously they have the facilities that we need to crush. But that's good. And only one of these was, so Handuini here and Menacing Sun. We'll probably go after the Handuinis first. What are the Menacing Sun? Yeah, actually we have a protection arrangement with the Menacing Sun, so we're not as worried about them. Although they do have a 14 controlled colonies, so we're not the only one with a colony controlled by the Menacing Sun Buccaneers. Well, good. I think we're making good progress. I probably should be doing more aggressive exploration for pirates with my pirate fleets, who are now all refueling, but were we able to get the... Oh, yes, we were. Oh, that's fantastic. So I'll probably need to keep a picket here as well. Let's go ahead and just do that last before I sign off for this episode. Picket X, because I forgot the name. Cardassia. Okay. Let's just have you move here. Cardassia. I think it was like this. Cardassia. Cardassia. I did it. Yay for me. Very good. So that's going to call this episode to a close. On the next episode, what do we expect to have happen? Well, I expect we can actually clear both Lahayan and the Hallmott Penal Colony of pirates, and then our entire colony base will be pirate-free, which is great. Pirates do become less and less important. I mean, we're about 30 years into the game, so it's about the time when their power spike has completely fallen off and empires become much more powerful. And then, really, it's probably just up to finally assimilating the remainder of the Massadans and preparing to go to war with the Havenites. That can't be far. I think that the reason it hasn't happened is because they're in this massive war with Grayson, who's doing reasonably well, but probably eventually will lose to the Havenites. And, I mean, that's not in the lore of the Honorverse, and the Graysons are technically that's Honorverse. I mean, the Honor Harrington herself would be very protective of the Grayson Empire, but we're not going to do that. We're going to let things kind of run their course in this parallel universe. So thanks for watching. What I'll do next episode is basically just those two pirate attacks, and then we'll see what happens from there. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode.